The rocking and the shaking, and the train has left the station. The shaking and the rocking, and the noise is like a hammer. The throbbing and the pounding, and the vision's tinged with red. The throbbing in the temples, and the pain is like a poison. The throbbing like a heart is beating time inside her head. The pain is horizontal, like a hair has turned to splinters, and the tablets which she purchased in the station do no good. She wishes she could go, leave her body in her clothing. The pain is so profound she feels she wears it like a hood. The rocking and the shaking as the train accelerating leaves the station with a screeching whine, metal wheel on track. And the girl, now down from sweating, winces, screwing shut her eyes. So the rocking and the shaking makes her pain increase in size. The throbbing, the pounding, and her mouth is like a furnace. When the tablets which she purchased in the station make it dry, she takes them out of her pocket. The dark glasses someone loaned her, and because the train is rocking, and because the earth is moving, and because of her inertia, finds it hard to find her face. The rocking and the shaking as the train accelerating into quicker, higher tempo to the drum beats from the track. She can see her own reflection, see the bricks picked out in violet, see the sparks of leaping lightning dancing naked in the black. Then a change occurs so slowly as to hardly change at all. The pain that was so violent she has trouble to recall. Dim memories like whispers flow like smoke before her eyes. The events of just an hour ago she cannot visualize. Then a weight that's much too great for her to fight afflicts her arms. Her hands are like a leaden mass with drip hot sweating rivulets that start between her shoulder blades and run down to her palms. A rush of rising nausea, just the same as took her over when she dined out with her father on her birthday back in May, when a wad of stir-fried seaweed and a strip of sour sushi were ejected from her stomach where they lay. Now her eyelids feel so heavy she can hardly keep them open. The bag slips from her fingertips and tumbles to the floor, and somewhere in her mind she feels aware she was mistaken when she tipped a quarter gram into a spoon without care. About a half an hour ago, inside a pub beside the station, she'd met up with a man she knew and bought a gram of smack. She wasn't really sick, but in a flurry of impatience she had ducked into a cubicle in the toilet by the track. The gear was dark and heavy, more compact than she was used to, and hurriedly she guessed her normal head into the spoon. A moment after shooting up, her temple started pounding, her hands began to swell, and then her eyes began to burn. She walked out to the platform, she wandered up and down a bit, she's trying to clear her head a bit before her train arrived. She walked across the footbridge, the kiosk bought some and then got back in time to board the train, felt more dead than alive. She can hardly feel the rocking now. The train is like a ship at sea, lost in cool serenity. She could quite enjoy the ride, when all that she could think was there was nowhere she would rather be. In gently lapping waves of blue, as quietly she died.